Okay, now previously we have discussed the different networking devices, namely what are the networking devices. We understand the different type of networking devices. Networking devices may be consist of, previous lecture we have discussed the switch, sorry not switch, previous lecture we have discussed the bridges. Okay, and then previously we have discussed the switch also, we have discussed the hub also. Okay, so these are the different networking devices that are common to be found in your computer network. Okay, now today in this lecture we will study a different networking device, which is the most intelligent networking devices ever. That networking device is, name of the networking device is your router. So all of you have probably heard the name of the router. Okay, so today's topic of discussion is your router. What is router, how router actually works, that we will study in this lecture. So upon the completion of this session, the learner will know the three main difference thing. First thing is know the basics of router. Okay, know the basics of router. Second point, you will understand how to connect router, how to connect to different LAN, obviously, using this device, which is nothing but your router. And the last, the difference between switch and router. Okay, we will lastly illustrate or cite some of the differences between the switch and the router. So these are the all topics that we will learn today. So before that, we will try to explain or define the router in a very simple way. Now if we want to there are there are different tasks that has to be performed by these networking devices. I have already said from the outset that first task is your forwarding. That means whatever there are different networking devices, main part is your main task is your forwarding. That means whatever message comes into its input port, that must forward this message to the output port. Otherwise this networking devices has no importance, because it is actually device to forward or carry the message from one node to the another node. Okay, next task is your filtering. So how the networking devices can filter the message, that means which message is intended for the which user. That not all the networking devices can do that, some of the networking devices can do that, and that we have also discussed. But here there are in our discussion, that means router can easily filter this. Okay, next is your routing. That function is obviously performed by this router. Next is your flooding. That means whatever message it comes, it just flash the message to all its port. And next is collision. So these are the different function that has to be performed by these networking devices. Not all the networking devices can perform all the function, and we will study in this lecture that how the router can perform how many function can be performed with the help of the router. Okay, so that is the main thing. And also router can operate, if we know that the switch can operate in which layer and hub can operate in which layer. We have also studied that in this lecture. The topic of discussion is router. So the router can operate, I have said that router can operate in the physical layer, data link layer. That means it can interconnect with all these devices of these layers. Okay, and also your network layer. Okay, network layer. So all these three layer devices can be interact or can be communicate with the router, and router can easily communicate with all these devices, and it can operate all these three layers. That means it can operate all these three layers. Okay, so that is all about the router. Next, if we want to define the router, that means the definition of the router, then you can define the router as, so the definition of the router, so a router obviously a networking device it is a networking device, okay, that forwards the data packets between computer network, that forwards the data packet between computer networks, between computer networks. So this is the formal definition of the router. That means this forwarding path, forwarding function, okay, this forwarding function, that's why this is forwards, okay. So this forwarding function can be easily performed with the help of this router. So this is the a very easy definition of the router, okay. Now whenever there is router in the next point I will cite that the router is connected to at least two networks. It is at least connected to two networks, and these two networks commonly known as, that two network is commonly known as LAN or WAN, whatever may be. The two LAN, between two WAN the router can be connected, or the ISP of the internet, that means the internet connection, whatever we use, ISP's network, internet service provider network, between two internet service provider network. So router generally can be, so this point is important, a router is connected, okay, a router is connected to at least two networks. These two networks can be your two LAN and two WAN or the ISP networks. So that is the function. And also the second characteristics, it is a layer 3 device. Obviously it is a layer 3 device because up to now all of the devices we have discussed can operate up to layer 2, that means the data link layer, and it can operate up to network layer. So it is a layer 3, that means the network layer devices. It is a network layer device, okay. And the last characteristics I am just writing down, next we will discuss, stores the routing table. In the case of the switch, okay, it stores the MAC address table. Here it stores the routing table. Routing table, it's consult with the routing table and it can takes the decision whenever it wants to forward the data packets for its particular destination, okay. So that is all about the different characteristics of the important characteristics of the router. Means the router is a networking device which forwards the data package. So that is the main function of any networking device, okay. It can also filter it can also filter the data. So a router is also connected to at least two networks. These two networks, this is important, this is very important points. That means the router is connected between the two networks. These two networks can be two LAN. Likewise, if I am just draw the two networks, suppose in the case of the working of the router, suppose this is your router, okay, this is your router, this is one LAN, so this is LAN 1 and this is another LAN. So this is your LAN 2, this is your LAN 1, and look at the IP addresses. So IP address of this LAN starts with 10, so 10.0.0.0, and subnet mask of this network is suppose 255 dot 0 dot 0 dot 0. These two are important for any LAN connection, and the LAN for this IP address starts from 192.168.1.0, and the subnet mask for this is default 255 255 255.0. So these are the two LANs. Okay, and whenever I have discussed, suppose there is a one LAN, and this LAN IP address is suppose starts with this is the IP address. Now suppose this within this LAN, if the different computers is situated within this LAN, suppose this is machine 1, this is machine 2, this is machine 3, so 1 2 3. Suppose the IP address of this is 10.0.0.10, and it is 10.0.0.20, it is 10.0.0.30. So all these three machines can communicate with each other with the help of a device that is named, the device is switch. But here, if the computer in this network, suppose 10.0.0.20, wants to communicate any computer with this network, that means 192.168.1.30. so if the communication can perform between the computer within these two network, okay, within these two network, then it cannot be performed with the help of a switch. The switch is a very device, the switch cannot complete these tasks, okay, because switch is only stores the MAC address table. So MAC address table is the physical address table that can only be communicated with the same network. Same network means same LANs, okay. So that you just frame into your mind that the switch cannot communicate between the two LANs. Whenever it comes between the two LANs means the IP address of this, you can differentiate the IP address. So if the IP address is something like this, the two different network, you can easily understand by seeing the IP addresses of these two network, then switch cannot perform this function. Here the router comes into picture. Now the router is an intermediate device that can connected with this LAN and also can be connected with this LAN. But here you can see that the router has only 4 port, but router cannot be 4 port, it can be more than that. So this router is connected with this LAN with the help of this address, suppose this, and this portion of this router or this port of the router is connected to this LAN with the help of this IP address, okay. Now whenever any data packets, any computer wants to send some data, okay, wants to send some data from this computer to this computer, then it first forwards this data to this router, this port, and it's again come to this port, okay, then it comes to this machine through the, and how the router is pass or forwards this data like this from this to this like this, then it consults with the routing table. So there is a routing table, so routing table it consults with the routing table and it forwards this data to another network. So and the physical address, there is some sort of physical address of this machine and there is some sort of physical address of this machine. So that does not important, because physical address is only important whenever we want to communicate within the same LAN and with the help of the device switch, okay. So that is all about the working of the router, that means how router will work. And there is some sort of advantages and the disadvantages of the router that we will also discuss, but before that we will want to differentiate between the that I have said that differentiate between the switch versus the router. So in the left hand side there is switch, in the right hand side there is router, and also there is an important point before we want to discuss the differentiation between the switch and the router. Then the router, in the case of the router, this different function, this collision, so collision cannot be happen within the router, because the router has a facility, that means it can, I'm just removing this, router has a facility, that facility is also in the bridges also, so it can also store and forward. That means whatever data packet comes into its port, okay, then it can first store it so that no collision can happen, no collision can happen within the data. Okay, so that is the any important characteristics of the router. Okay, next we want to differentiate. So network switch is a networking device. Obviously it is also a networking device, so it is also used to connect many devices on a network. Okay, it also used to connect many devices on a network. Okay, otherwise the router, in the case of the router, it is also a networking device. Obviously it is also a networking device, and that also used to connect, that connects, means that it connects a local network to another local network. That means a local area network to another local area network. So that is the main function of the router. Okay, second difference in the case of the switch and the router, that it is a layer 2 device, operates into the data link layer, up data link layer, and it is a layer 3 device. That means it can operate into the network layer. Okay, very commonly it can operate into the network layer. So the next difference, I have said that in the case of the switch there is a MAC address table. Okay, it has memory. So switch has also memory, and stores MAC address table. Okay, it has also memory, and it stores routing table. With the help of this MAC address table and the routing table, both these devices can forward the data package comes into its port. Okay, so that is the case. So decision can be, forwarding decision can be taken based on the MAC address. Okay, so the forwarding decision can be taken based on the MAC address forwarding decision, and here the forwarding decision can be taken based on the IP address. In the case of the router, forwarding decision can be taken based on the IP address. Next difference, so half or full duplex communication can be taken place with the help of the switch. In the case of the router, full duplex, there is no doubt about that. Okay, and switch is used to connect the different machine within LAN, that I have said several times. And also in the case of the router, there is LAN, MAN, and WAN. Between these two, between all these networks, a router can be used to connect all this network. Okay, so the advantage also can be devised from the these differences. That means if we want to cite the advantages, some of the advantages of the router, that means it first advantage is provides the connection between two dissimilar network. Obviously two dissimilar network, okay, two different LAN. Transmission rate is, here the transmission rate, in the case of the transmission rate is very high. So transmission rate is also very high. And also in the case of the routing table, not only its routing table, it uses some algorithm. Okay, it uses some algorithm to find out least congested path to forward this data. Okay, least congested path to forward this data. And it's also provide both wire and wireless facility. Okay, both wire and wireless facility, both this facility can be performed with the help of this router. These are the advantages of the router. Now if we want to cite some of the disadvantages, that as such of no disadvantages of the router, but it is expensive. This has to be comes with a very good device, so it is expensive, it is very complex to maintain, that has to be, because it has different function, and you have to know some sort of routing protocols to understand how the router will works whenever you want to connect the router. You know a lot of things about the router or the routing protocol or the routing table whenever you want to set up a router. Okay, so that has to be comes with a very good device. You have to be with good knowledge of the device, otherwise you cannot connect with the device, connect the device in a very good fashion. Okay, so that is all about the router. I have said the definition of the router, I have said the difference between the switch and the router, I have said how the router can be connected very efficiently. Okay, and different function of the common networking devices and how it can be applied to the router, and also this is a very good pictorial example how routers can be connected between the two different dissimilar networks and how message can be forwarded from one network to the another network. So that is all about the router. Thank you.